The Safegide kit always requires that you prefabricate on study models your jig or splint or composite tooth cover. This needs to be done before your patient comes in for the extraction procedure. This will expedite and simplify the procedure in the mouth. The Safegide system works on healed sites and on pre-extraction sites. On the healed site, bisect and mark the area over the tooth space. That's with a line from facial to lingual and from mesial to distal. On the pre-extraction model, first grind the tooth off that is going to be implanted. Leave slightly less than 1 millimeter of tooth on the model. Then make the same markings from mesial to distal and facial to lingual, bisecting the space where the implant is going to be positioned. Block out the facial and lingual undercuts using a blockout material that is light cured. Extend the blockout lingually at the implant site to make a space to fold a flap under the jig that is going to be made over the model. After you've finished blocking out the undercut, cover the model with a separating material. When you ultimately apply the composite jig, you want to be able to easily remove the composite from the model. If you don't place separator on the model, you will not be able to get the jig off. Then, cut a 3" by 3/4 inch strip of composite sheet of plaque, photo or triad. This is the material that you're going to fabricate the jig from. Adapt this composite over the occlusal and lingual surfaces. Then, extend the composite over the occlusofacial line angles and lingually at the implant site. At the implant site, do not cover the model at all. If you have, cut the area away to expose the crosshairs on the model. The open area on the jig above the tooth that's going to be implanted has to accommodate a stainless steel sleeve. Take a stainless steel sleeve out of the kit and fit it into the jig. Make sure that it fits passively in the jig. There should be at least 0.5 millimeter of space around the metal sleeve, between the metal sleeve and the jig. After you have finished the jig fabrication on the model and you've ensured that you have a passive fit of your metal sleeve, place the model with the jig material into the UV oven. Leave it in the oven for at least 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, remove it from the oven and remove the jig from the model. Polish it and paint it with a light cured glaze. You can then put it back into the oven. This will give the jig a glass polished finish.